Hey y'all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. You're not gonna believe what we're gonna be doing this morning. I am right at the east entrance of Zion Park, Zion National Park. We're gonna cruise back the other direction to the west. I left early this morning to get up here to beat the crowds. And I wanted the sun behind me so we can enjoy all the scenic beauty of these mountains. So coming up through here was kind of dark. I didn't really mess with filming it. Figure we go back this direction. We'll go to the museum, visitor center, all kinds of cool stuff. Plus, I'm gonna be camping here locally at a park tonight. And yes, that is snow. We're way up here in elevation. It's pretty chilly this morning. Been running around southern Utah here for the off-road games and all that stuff. Storyboard over here, let's check it. Yeah, this place gets so packed. Several years ago, I drove up, I never went through the tunnels. I came in the other side, the west side. Checkerboard Mesa, and look at this. That's called frost, I guess. But that's that mountain right there, Checkerboard. All the rock formations, the pretty colors. I'm going to set up the cameras on the van and we're going to take a cruise through. We go through the old tunnel that was built in the 30s. All of it. But what a pretty, pretty place. This is a very, very popular park. And it is busy year round. Alright, here we go. Miles wise, it's not a lot of miles to cross the park. Look at all this traffic already. It's early. See, a lot of people cut through all the way through the park just to get over like Kanab and all that. Very few roads cut through here. That tunnel we go through is built in the 30s. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I mounted cameras. Try to get a little bit of a different view here and there as we go through this beautiful, beautiful place. That is checkerboard looking, isn't it? Those rocks over on the left. Hikers everywhere. This is a hiking park. There's trails that go way up top of the mountains. All over in here. Very popular. That white looking stuff is called snow. Joking. In Arizona, you don't see much of it. So pretty in here. And we got the rear cam. Get some angles from the back. Might as well. You can see the sun's just coming up. It's still early in the morning. I left like at 5 a.m. this morning to get up here. Because I knew if you read everything online, and there's nowhere to park, the van's 24 feet long. You'll see it when we go past the parking lots. They're already full. Coming up here in the dark, they were full. But all this was built back in the 30s. CCC Corps did it. All the parks were built up back then. Can you imagine coming in here back in the early days? I mean, you would have been in wagons, horses, old-time cars. Definitely wouldn't have had a good road like this. Probably would have been dirt. A lot of pine trees through here. Trying to go as slow as I can. I got a couple cars behind me, but they need to enjoy the view too, huh? Road's in beautiful shape. Absolutely good. Wow, look at that view. As far as you can see. I'm staying right in a RV park / campground right in Springdale. Brought the e-bike with me. We'll take a little e-bike around town. Museum. Time we get across the tunnel and all the way down to the bottom, should be open. Every moment here is a Kodak moment. Little rest area there with restrooms, parking. Once we get closer to the tunnel, you'll see some parking lots where they have the hiking trails. I'm just letting the cameras run so you can enjoy this as much as I am. This is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime journey through here. Took years for me to get up here. It's so packed. I mean, you come here in the summer and forget it. All you're gonna do is sit in line in a car. Uh-oh, here's the small tunnel. Get ready. Gonna truck through it. The other one's over a mile long. And how was that? Pretty darn cool. It's getting a little warmer, dropping down in elevation. Not quite as much snow. Well, March, pretty much all the snow will be gone. You know, southern Utah, it gets pretty warm here. Their weather is kind of equal to northern Arizona. Wow, look at that mountain. We're just cutting right through here, isn't it? Absolutely breathtaking here. Alright, we're winding down this thing pretty quick. My ears are popping. You can always tell, huh? Just like on a plane. Alright, there's a tiny parking area for hikers. There's trails through here. Afraid my hiking days are kind of behind me. But you're going to see a lot of cars, a lot of people. It's not very RV friendly to park up here. In a car, you're good. See that? Look at out, all of them. There's a van. And restroom and more trails up through here. And here's the big tunnel. Looks like we gotta wait. All the people going up that trail right there. That is straight up beautiful, I bet, though. Here we go. They closed it down to let the bigger rigs through. There was 5 motorhomes that came through. You can see the traffic. There's no stopping in this, nothing. You just slow and go. But this tunnel was built in the 30s. Okay, almost through it. We didn't have to stop. That was good. And look at that view. It just keeps going through here, doesn't it? Mother Nature's artwork right there. Those big old mountains. They charge $15, I think, if you have an oversized rig, and you gotta wait. Need to buy a permit to go through the tunnel, because they close it down to get you through. But there's your view. We're gonna drop right down into Springdale. There's some pullouts down here. I'm gonna stop. I see them coming up through here. Yeah, it was dark when I came up through. Almost dark, I guess. So happy I got to get here this year, though. This has been on the list for a very, very long time. I'm gonna let some cars go by me. I'm holding everyone up. I'm going slow. Plus I need to reset the rear camera. All kinds of good folks getting their pictures. These are memories for a lifetime to come up here. Yeah, too bad there's on the other side not better pullouts where you could park better. But what a drive, huh? Alright, I see a pullout here. We'll stop and take a break a minute. This looks good. Get out, that corner back there was just so busy. Alright, well, we'll just keep trucking down. Looking at the phone here, that museum probably isn't open quite yet. Probably got about another 20 minutes. They open at 10. So we'll just take our time getting down there. Wow, I'm just in awe of this place. Here's another little stop. More people getting their pictures, huh? Isn't that cool? Big old wash there. I bet the water really roars through here. Coming off these big mountains. Wow. Sorry, I'm just in awe. What a fun morning. Looking forward to getting to that campground later, riding an e-bike around town. There are tons of places to stay. Campgrounds, RV parks, hotels, motels, Airbnbs, cabins. All of southern Utah is under a boom. They are building everywhere around here. It's absolutely incredible. The amount of construction I've seen here in the last few days being up here. And unfortunately on this trip, because of weather, I was going to go all the way up to Bryce and Capitol Reef, but they're snowing up there. It's cold and snowy yet, too early. So later in the summer we're gonna truck up that way. No worries, we got all kinds of plans. Once I get back down to Arizona, have a Grand Canyon trip planned. Maybe on the way out of here we'll run through Lake Powell, Page, Arizona. If the weather holds up, might make that trip as well too. All kinds of cool stuff coming up on RVerTV. Yay. Dropping down quite a bit. We're almost down to the bottom. Museum's not too far. Ooh, I think I see a pullout right around the corner up here. We'll make another stop because we can. Heck yeah. Snow up top of those mountains over there. Traffic's non-stop, isn't it? Looks like a little hiking trail that goes out of here. Those rocks look like they're just stacked up there, don't they? Millions of years. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for free newsletter. Putting one out twice a month now. Also, there's articles and all kinds of cool stuff in there. Blogs, you name it. Puzzles, free downloadable puzzles, all that on RVerTV.tv. And we got the merch shop. Armchair Traveler Series, hats, mugs, t-shirts. We also have the mug shots. Send us a picture of a mug or wearing a hat, shirt, anything. Send it to us. We'll feature you in the newsletter. You send everything to info@RVerTV.tv. Off to the right, this road here goes up to a canyon. I guess it's very beautiful, but you cannot drive it at all. They force you to take a bus. Speaking of buses, there's one right there. And some of the wait times, if you read the reviews, are horrible. Hours you wait to go up and back. Kind of unfortunate. I believe there's only 2 or 3 months out of the year they actually open the road to regular traffic, and that's like in December and January. Don't quote me. You might want to research that yourself to go up to the lodge. Now, if you get a room at the lodge, I believe you can drive up there. I don't know. Something like that. We'll stick to the free stuff right here, huh? Alright, that museum should be up here pretty quick. Here it is. And we're going to be one of the first ones here. Like I planned it that way. Heck yeah, get out early. Get this stuff going. If I would have waited till mid-morning to try this, we would have been sitting in nothing but traffic all the way up and back. And even on a weekday like this, on weekends it's even more packed. This park is close to Vegas in a sense. They bring tour buses up here just full of people. So I highly recommend, if you're going to take a trip like this, get out here early. Alright, well, I'm going to park up here, take a break for a few minutes, and we'll go in and check out this museum. The breeze is really picking up. It's open. Human History Museum. I see a storyboard over here. Let's check it first. Yeah, that breeze kind of chilly here. Cultivating the canyon. How the settlers carved it out. Could you imagine being the first ones to see this? Oh man. You'd never want to leave. Porcupine. Looks like they got some pictures in here. Unfortunately, the theater is not working, so they're not playing movies right now. Looks like some of the rock formations. I mean, it's endless. To explore this place, you'd never do it in a lifetime. Wow. Building the tunnels and stuff. Just to create the road, my goodness. Well, we just traveled through part of those tunnels. Incredible. July 4th, 1930. Kind of hard to see through all the glass. Old pictures of the original people creating a park. What an effort. My goodness. To do all that. There you go. There's the old time cars. There's your traffic jam. Welcome to Zion. That's probably the biggest complaint here. I heard you have to almost make a reservation in the summertime to get through here. Looks like they're logging some really big trees, pulling them out with horses and wagons. Big old mountain there. We seen that coming down. Photographer's dream here. And it looks like artifacts from way back. Ooh, flooding. I bet. Off these mountains. Huh. Well, we kind of drove through there. Lots of mountains. Sure is pretty though.
Let's see who can get the most interesting thing. Right. Jack, can I go down so you can explore?
West Wind.
Here's the theater. It's out of order. They're playing on a TV over in the gift shop. The same video. The girl apologized 10 times, but she goes there trying to get it fixed. But we don't need their video. We have our own. Oh, it's cold out here. Oh, brr. Temples and towers. They got the peaks named. That's cool. That was neat. That's worth a stop. That tree is growing sideways right out of the concrete there. Probably been doing that forever, huh? Alright, well, right down the road's a visitor center. We'll head on down there. That's where all the buses pick you up. Pretty place. Everywhere you look, you get a view. Wind is really picking up now. Here comes another one of those buses. All right, to the visitor center we go. We're almost out of the park. The town itself up here is not in the park. We'll be off the park property. Kind of unique. It's kind of nestled in by itself, the Springdale up here. There's another bus. Off to the left, they got the campgrounds up here all blocked off. Closed down. Looks like they're working on them. They'll probably have them open by later in the spring and summer. Right there on the left. All the sites. That looks like brand new construction everywhere. Picnic tables, everything. I think I need to make a left here. Yep. Go back in the visitor center. Right there's the gate to come in. That's your west end gate. I came through in there when it was dark. They still had a person in there though. It costs to get in the park. I have my lifetime pass, senior pass. It's either $25, $35 a carload. There goes another bus. Here's the river. Now the campground I'm staying in is in town. It's not in the park property. It'd be off the property. There's visitor center. And I want RV parking to the left. Okay. Where else can you go where every time you make a turn, it's just an epic view. Just surrounded by mountains here. Well, I'm going to sneak in here. I bet in another hour you won't even be able to get in this parking lot. I will sneak up right behind this rig here, and we'll take a little walk. Well, this is where you catch the bus to go up to that lodge. Looks like they got a few storyboards out here. There is a lot of people over there waiting. No thanks. Destination beyond a 3-hour drive. Okay, they're just listing other parks that are around. Zion East Side, we were just over there. It looks like some of the trails, maybe. CCC Corps, they built the parks back in the 30s. Clear across the country. Little memorial for them. Boy, if these guys could come back and see the change. Millions of people come here every year. Threatened refuge. Lack of water. It's taking a toll on the plants. Totally changed. There's that picture of the traffic. That's what you're going to get if you come here in the summer. Heck, this is March. I mean, it's even busy now. It's probably one of the reasons I didn't come here for a while. Birth of a park. Well, you just can't keep all this beauty to yourself. You gotta be able to come see it. We're here right now. On the slopes, all the vegetation. Well, I'll go inside the building. I don't know what's in there. We'll see it. Info about the shuttles. See where some of the areas are closed. All the different locations. See, Springdale's right in town. That's not part of the park, but they must run the shuttles in there too. Just a busy, busy place. Looks like information counters where you can get info probably on the trails. A lot of safety stuff for hikers. I mean, you could really get way back in here and get lost. All good info, gift shop, a little bit of everything in here. Probably once they open up those campgrounds too. That was some major construction they had going in that campground.
Which one? What's that?
Oh my, rock slide, they caught it. Looks like on camera. Back in the 90s. So it's still evolving, 1994. Wow. Bet that made a racket. Anyway, here's your visitor center and bus stop. Heard a couple people say they waited almost an hour to get on the bus. And it's not even that busy yet. Huge parking lot off to the right for all the cars. I'm over where all the buses and RVs park. Here comes another bus. Warmed up pretty quick in the last hour. Kind of nice. These guys got a little barbecue going. Got their lawn chairs out. E-bikes out. They're here for the day. This guy's been driving around for 10 minutes looking for a spot. He'll take mine once I leave. Parking's a premium. Get here early. What do you say? Let's go find that campground. Here's a tour bus. St. George Shuttle. I know out of Vegas you can get tours coming in here. A lot of rental RVs. You see them all the time. That Cruise America is huge. Absolutely huge. Okay, this is home for the night. We're actually in the town of Springdale, Utah. This is not the park. Kind of weird when you look at it on the map. The park surrounds it, but this is all private land. I booked this last night. Probably got lucky to even get a site here, even on a weekday. Good reviews. It's close. Everything here sells out. We'll take a little bike ride around town. Town's not that big. Kind of neat though. I mean, you're in town, but you're surrounded by these massive mountains. How'd you like to live here, huh? Except for the 8 million people you'd have to deal with every year, it'd be perfect. There's some tent sites. I think I'm in number 39 here. I'll get backed in, then we'll get the bike out and take a little cruise. There's a little river over here. All that snow melt. Bet that thing gets roaring now in the monsoon times with the heavy thunderstorms. Get the gold pan out, guarantee ya there's mining around here, or was. My Starlink internet is working perfectly. What a game changer that thing's been, the Starlink. To be on the road like this, and especially for what I do, I constantly need the internet to upload the videos, especially during the summer when I'm traveling constantly. I don't even know how he did it before. It was all jetpacks, very expensive Wi-Fi going through the cell towers. I'll take a little cruise through the park. You can see they got a lot of sites. Sites are pretty tight, kind of crowded. To be expected though, a place like this. They have cabins. Big showers and restrooms, real clean. Dumpsters. Not bad though, huh? I've seen bike lanes on the main road up here. We'll cruise a little bit. There are places to eat everywhere, all kinds of little cafes. Both sides of the road. bus stops on the other side. Gotta be a grocery store or something around. I'll turn around. I don't want to go too far this way. We've already been down to the park. A lot of these buildings look new, don't they? Kind of a busy road to be riding a bike. Yeah, turn around here. More places to stay. There's a break in the traffic. Let's cut over. Maybe I'll take one of these streets, try to cut up into the mountain. It's like the third coffee shop I've seen. Low overcast, must be that storm kind of brewing in here. They're calling for it tomorrow. Another restaurant. You won't go hungry here. Here you go. Those guys came down, we'll go up this hill. One thing about an e-bike, got plenty of power. It's called pedal assist. It pulls you along as you pedal. Makes it very easy. There's a paid parking lot on the right. There is motorhome after motorhome after motorhome. My goodness. I know I said it before, but parking is a premium here. Maybe they park and then they take the bus into the national park. I don't know. You almost have to. There's their town hall off to the right. Looks like a little park. See what's up here. Oh, residential. This is where they live. Wow. Let me stop. I'll grab the other camera. Get you a shot of this. Here's their view from where they live here. You'd wake up every morning to that view out your kitchen window. Heck yeah. Bet it's expensive to buy a home up here. Alright, well, cut back down to the main highway and work our way back towards the campground. I was just kind of curious what it was like up here. One thing about Springdale, you can't go too far off the main road because it's all mountains. Camera's not picking it up. There's a big concrete, there you can see it better, drainage canal. Probably keeps all these homes from flooding in the heavy rains. Alright, well, which way did we come in? Let's go to the right. We'll go down a little ways yet. There's a pizza place. More restaurants. Yeah, that drainage ditch is almost like a river. And another coffee shop. Gas station. Lodges. Yeah, you can rent anything here. I bet they're booked out all the time. Plan ahead. Save a few bucks probably. Like right now it's March. I'd say this would be the good time to get up here. March, maybe April after that. You just get busier and busier. Alrighty, back to the campground. What an epic day. This has probably been one of my most memorable days filming around. I mean, this was absolutely gorgeous. What a great ride. Got here early, kind of beat all the crowds. Visitor center was a little busy, but that wasn't so bad. So not bad at all. I hoped everyone enjoyed it as much as I did today. Well, been running around southern Utah for 6 days now. Matt's off-road, got the Red Cliffs, Silver Reef Ghost Town, all kinds of cool areas around here. Really enjoyed it. If the weather holds in the morning, I'm going to head east, go through Lake Powell, down through Page and back home into Arizona. The journey never ends. Talk soon.